All right, boys. Episode whatever the of 3 AM in the Party podcast.
12? 13?
I don't know.
13.
I genuinely don't. Is it 13?
Lucky 13.
Well, because what was 12? 12 is debate episode?
Yeah.
We're short an episode. We're down one.
Yeah, now we are.
Because I was sick. Yeah, before last time when you were sick, it was fine because we already had that one in the chamber. We have none in the chamber now. So we're back one.
We do have one in the chamber, but Will won't let us put it out.
Yeah, now it's extremely outdated.
You all said that was terrible.
I actually didn't hear it, so.
Joey, you said it was a terrible episode. So
it was very bad.
It was an awful episode. Like, I'm happy that we had to scratch it because if we didn't, it would have been.
We talked about
legitimate worst episode.
Pedophiles, and
pedophiles.
Yeah, and the punishment that pedophiles should get in prison.
That was the best segment from the episode.
Should just kept that one segment.
Honestly, we should just release that segment on Patreon because that was the best segment from the episode. They should get ran through in prison.
Yeah.
In the butt by a lot of people. It should be mandatory. I think that's what I said. It should be mandatory for them to get ran through in the butt every single day for the rest of their sentence.
So, like, they don't get yard time? They get ran through time?
Nope, ran through time.
Okay.
Yep. So everyone else goes out to hoop and kill people, whatever they do in prison. And then there's one dude that volunteers himself, like, each day. There's a different guy every day to go rail through that guy's butt during yard time. He doesn't get to experience yard time.
I can't disagree with that.
He gets butt time.
And that guy is Johnny Sins.
That guy is... Never mind. Everybody mute your mics.
Yikes.
That was funny.
It was funny. Not the guy doing the running, the guy getting ran through.
Yeah.
Is what? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because, felon and stuff.
25 years of life stuff.
Yeah, anyway. I like that better that we all muted the mics instead of us editing it out. Because you have a lot less work to do.
Yeah.
Just run it through. And it all sounded nice when we were clicking. So, but anyway, I don't know what we're talking about today. I know that, like, obviously I'm going to recap my trip to Vermont. And Joey has a story. But besides that, I've done no digging.
I have two things.
I've done minimal digging.
All right, so we'll have some.
Joey, the first time, really.
Second time.
Yeah. Has his own topics.
Well, I only have two topics.
You'll do your two first.
And I don't know how long they can go.
Well, firstly, I like to end with the current event stuff. So, firstly, I'd like to hear about the story that you have to tell.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'd like to hear the story you have to tell. The incident that happened sometime this weekend.
Yesterday.
Oh, was it yesterday? Yeah, bro, I lose all track of time.
Someone came into my job and tried to rob us with his words.
It was like poetry, like slam poetry.
Yeah, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? He walked in snapping.
I need your money.
I was counting tips, and like we had all the tips out, like on the counter. We were counting them, and we have to keep the door unlocked because like the room, there's like a building like next to us, and like there's no way into that building through like the restaurant. So you have to go through the front door, walk up the sidewalk, and then go into the other building to like that's like where we keep the food, walk-ins over there, like everything. Yeah. So we keep that door unlocked. I'm counting the tips. This guy comes in, definitely high.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, can I get like a coffee? And I was like, no, sorry, man, we're closed. And he's like, okay. Give me all that money and all the money in the register then. And I was like, no. And I start laughing at him. He's like, no, seriously, give me the money. And I was like, dude, I'm going to call the cops. he's like, all right. He just walks out.
I've exhausted all my options.
Yeah, bro, what? Okay. I mean, that's all you have to say. I get it.
15 minutes, I go out. 15 minutes later, I go outside. There's a bus stop across the street. It seems
waiting to get on
sitting at the bus stop. And then I was like, do you want me to call the cops? Like, I was talking to my boss. And he was like, no, don't bother them. It's Memorial Day. And I was like, all right. So everyone's got places to be.
That's dumb funny. Bro, how retarded you gotta be? Hey, can I have that? No. No, please. Can I have that? No. All right. Like, bro, what?
No weapon, no escape plan. We're gonna rob the
Nothing.
place and wait for the bus?
Bro, if I had no weapon and I was trying to rob Joey, this is what I would have done. I would have walked in, I would have said, hey, can I get coffee? Or I would have said, can I get a big sandwich? That's what I would have said. And they would have said, no, we're closed. And I would have said, okay, that's fine. Can I have that money, please? And they'd laugh and say no. And I'd say, but I asked nicely. And at that point, they have no choice but to give me all the money on the counter.
He didn't even say please.
And if they don't...
Well, that's why.
It's a different story if you say
Yeah,
please,
if he
right?
said please, I would throw him like a 10 or
Yeah,
something.
that's the thing. If they say no, I could just be like, well, what about that one over there? It's like $5. They'll be like, sure. Take it out of Joey's pile.
Yeah.
Be like, bet. They don't even know I know you. They just be like, take it out
They
of
do
Joey's.
know you know me.
No, but they wouldn't in this scenario. They probably don't even recognize me. I've only been to that place one time.
He went there twice. You had an interview.
Only Steve knew me. Only Steve saw me, and he definitely does not know what I look like. I went there for one interview. Steve said, I like you. Come back, and I'll text you. I went, all right. He never texted me, and then I got the job where I'm working at now. And then probably like 4 months after I had that job, Steve texts me and goes, hey, come back for that second interview. And I said, hey, buddy, no shot.
No way.
You think I've been waiting for 4 months? Like, please, I hope he texts me back.
Oh, they texted
They called me back a month later for my second interview.
Yeah,
and
bro.
like, I was at a Newport Creamery, and I was like, I'd rather work there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So,
But, like, Jesus, Steve.
That's probably a good thing because you both would have been fired from there by now.
Where?
Where Joey works. If you both work together,
No.
absolutely.
No. You don't know
no,
what
they wouldn't have fired us.
Also, you don't know what I'm like in a workplace.
They don't fire people there. It's like, hey, leave until we ask you to come back. That's really, like, there's been like 3 people fired there, and they're still working. I worked with someone that was fired 4 months ago yesterday. Don't know why they were there.
You're fired. Come back for your shift
Exactly.
tomorrow.
Like, you quit, you get fired, you still show up there. The old manager is still working there on Saturdays and Sundays for some reason.
Needs that money.
No, needs that help.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm so different in a workplace. It comes to a point where it's just like, I'm just so good at my job, especially when it comes to food. This job was different because it took a lot of learning. I had to learn a bunch of, like, real life stuff. But in food, bro, I'm a dog. I was a dog at Blount. I was a dog at Chick-fil-A. I can only imagine I'll be good at the... I mean, it looks pretty intense over there. But, I mean, if I could do it at Chick-fil-A, I'm sure I could learn to do it at the...
Yeah.
So it comes to a point where I'm just so, like, I'm just good enough at my job where I could off and they'll be like, well, I mean, he's doing his job. So, like, me and Joey would be over there slinging tortilla wraps, just bullshit, but, like, there's no line because we're slinging so many tortilla wraps. I'm glad you didn't get robbed or killed by no gun.
I'm still okay.
Well, I went to Vermont this weekend with 9 guys. And it was something. I originally had said to my boys on the ride back, I said, I'm going to come back. Joey's going to be expecting stories. And honestly, I don't know what I can say and what I can't say without, like, outing myself on this whole trip to my family and friends. And then yesterday, we're at the cookout, and I'm inside talking to Will, and Haley's trying to read us these stupid Reddit stories. I love Haley to death, but I was not trying to hear these Reddit stories. And then my mom goes, so how much weed did you end up smoking this weekend? And I, like, right there, and then I'm like, oh, well, I mean, I don't really care. But I didn't want to break that ice on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even care. I'll tell all the stories I want. I told my mom I smoked a QP. That was not the case. She was like, what's a QP? And Sid goes, quarter pound. Mom goes, excuse me? But, no, it was a wild time. We did a lot of drinking and drugs. Me, not so much. I said to Will, I had a real healthy buzz going this whole weekend. It was real nice and controlled. I went on a 3-hour hike, and I went up to a waterfall. I just stared in it for so long. I wasn't even high, bro. I was just like high on life. And I said it to Dina, because Dina snapped me, and I snapped Dina back. And I said, look how crazy this looks. She said, oh my God. And I said, yeah, I'm Mountain Man Dom now. Mountain Man Joey. I'm Mountain Man Dom. And in that moment, I realized exactly what you were talking about.
You hit the euphoria?
I hit the euphoria. Because, dude, so we hike 90 minutes up this mountain. And me and Josh go up more than everybody else. Because the trail ends. Mm-hmm. But then, you know, you can, like, find a way to get up somewhere else. So me and Josh, like, ran through, like, Georgia the Jungle style, these mountains. And Josh went up somewhere else, and I stopped at some point. Because I liked the view, and there was, like, a route that I could sit on. So I'm just sitting there, just chilling, just staring into the waterfall, like, listening to it and just getting lost in it. And I went, wow, yeah. I feel what Joey felt.
This is life right
dude,
here. This is
no,
life.
it's ridiculous. Like, it's so ridiculous, and I loved it so much. Now I want to go hiking more, but only to waterfalls.
I mean, when you hike, you should probably go find a waterfall. Or, like, one of those crazy views every time.
But I don't even care that much about the crazy view. I want the waterfall. Because when we went up that mountain in Lake George, remember that?
Yes.
It was dope.
It was dope.
Didn't feel that, though.
Okay.
This waterfall made me feel everything. Maybe I just gotta... but, like, I just think I wasn't even high. I was gonna say, maybe next time we go to Lake George, if that ever happens again, I'll just, like, rip my pen and then be like... off to the races, you know, and enjoy that mountain. But I wasn't even high when we hiked a mountain because I don't want to hike a mountain high. No way. Too many rocks. I would have died. I almost fell down the mountain twice climbing down from the spot that I was at.
Purgatory Chasm has a few waterfalls.
We can go to Purgatory Chasm. Like, I wouldn't mind that.
Purgatory is fun.
No, Purgatory Chasm.
Purgatory Chasm's fun.
Yeah, there we go.
Not Purgatory.
But anyway, to get into some of the stories from this trip, there's not many. To be honest, it was just like a lot of really good moments, but not a lot of stories. But there was a hot tub there. I don't do hot tubs. I don't like it.
Boils the sperm.
What? You said wills the sperm?
Boils the sperm.
Oh.
I'm not the sperm. Well, I guess I was at one.
At one point, I guess. But I don't like hot tubs because I'd be getting in them and I feel like I can't breathe. It's like...
it's too hot.
It collapses my lungs. So I don't do them. But I'm upstairs with my boy Julian. We're hanging out. Having a grand old time. And then this dude, Aram, walks up the steps or whatever. He comes in, he goes, yo, Clang passed out. And we're like, I was like, what the hell, bro? Of course something happens. It's like day 2. Of course someone passes out in the hot tub. So I go to start walking down, and Josh, who is gone out of his mind, like, Josh was on a 5-day nonstop bender this whole weekend. Did not stop once. I don't know how he did it. I don't envy that man. I would hate to be in that situation. He comes walking up, moseying on up the stairs, Corona in his hand. Dom, Clay needs your help, bro. Clay needs your help, bro. Clay needs your help. And I'm like, why are you coming upstairs from the hot tub with a Rona in his hand, walking away from Clang after Aram already came up to tell us? Goes to sit down on the couch. Bro, Dom, bro, you gotta go down there, bro. Clang needs your help, bro. He's like talking dumb slow. So I'm just like, oh my God. So I go down there. Clang's on the ground, like leaning up against the back door. And I'm like, what the hell happened? And I guess he just he went to go get out of the hot tub and just collapsed.
How long was he in the hot tub for?
An hour and 15 minutes.
That's a long time.
Too long. It's like a 105-degree hot tub. Clang was in there for an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah. Or something like that. It was definitely close to an hour. He was drinking a little bit. Clang was not super drunk at all this entire weekend. So he was drinking a little bit, whatever. But then you're in a hot tub for an hour and 15 minutes drinking. He stood up, boom, fell out of the hot tub. They get him up, whatever. He's sitting. He goes out again. Now, I'm just like, I just get here after he wakes up the second time. And everyone's like crowding him. I'm like, oh my God. Back off of the kid. He just passed out 2 times. And they're over here arguing about why he passed out and talking about how Josh Contois is faded out of his goddamn mind. He was drinking his Corona. Klang's passed out on the ground. Josh is standing there going, bro, that's crazy. Just drinking his Corona. Like, you're such a kid. So he ended up getting Kling up. He's fine. He was fine the whole trip. He ended up going in the hot tub again. He was taking breaks. Next time he was in the hot tub, I said, as you should, dumb. So I avoided that because I don't go in the hot tub. But there was this one morning, we woke up and hung out, whatever, ate breakfast, all that. We go outside. They were going to go in the hot tub. Juice he takes the bong out, puts the bong on the thing. I'm like, all right, sure. I don't really be smoking like that anymore, for those of you that don't know. Let me rip the bong a couple times. For those of you that don't know, the bong is guaranteed to hit harder than a joint or a bowl or anything like that. So I ripped the bong a few times. I started, it was early in the morning. I go back inside and I was like, yeah, no. Definitely not feeling this. I go upstairs, dude. Me, Josh, Klang, and Adam are all sharing a room. There's 4 beds in this room. There's 1 AC. Me and Klang got the 2 beds right in front of the AC. So I'm laying in my bed. I'm booted. I do not want to be awake anymore because I just want to go to bed and sleep this off, whatever. Because I wasn't happy. I didn't really go to sleep. I just laid down in my bed. Forgot what the world was. Had the most euphoric weed high of my entire life. I don't even remember what I was doing, but I remember what I was singing. But I was laying in my bed, just singing music in my head for 2.5 hours. 2.5, maybe even 3 hours. I'm upstairs, MIA, I can hear chatter downstairs, just singing music in my head, just having the time of my life. And then I get up and I go downstairs and I was like, wow. What a time, dude. I had the best moment of my life right there in that moment on my bed. I was so happy.
You had multiple awakenings on this trip.
So many awakenings. Dude, I should have done ayahuasca when I was down there. I would have come back a new man. Also probably 10 pounds lighter from yuking my brains out.
100%. I mean, it sounds like you had a good time. I was very concerned when you told me a bunch of men are going to Vermont.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? It's a sausage fest in the woods.
They're taking over Vermont, brother.
I've been crazy. Send a text. We own Vermont now.
We own Vermont. Vermont is ours.
The governor of Vermont.
Bro, you turn on the news, it's 9 guys from Rhode Island have officially taken over Vermont this morning.
The leader, he called himself Mountain Man Dog.
That's the cult.
Yeah, bro. There's a bunch of cults. There's too many cults. We got the Mafia Men, which are the group that I went up with. We got the Piss Babies, which is this cult. Mountain Men, which is to be determined.
I forgot the cult's name on the mountains.
I don't know.
I forgot his name.
Did we assign
Master
a cult?
Pete? Something?
Did we assign a cult for that? Or is this a real cult?
No, it was the guy that was in charge. We were going off on our weird tangents.
Me and you?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
I said something about Master Pete.
Makes Master P, bro. Master Pete bong rips, bro.
I smoked weed this weekend, too.
Dude, you have no idea how excited that text got me. So this guy, Joey, who hasn't smoked in 2 years?
No, since November.
November?
Yeah, Thanksgiving. Right before I peed in the park.
Oh, is that the one you threw up?
Yeah, when I got crossfaded.
Yeah. But then before that, it was a little while. It was 420 of the year prior.
Yeah.
And then
420, 2020.
Yeah, he texted me 2 days ago. I just smoked again. I was ecstatic. I don't know why, because I don't even be smoking anymore like that. So, I mean, if this was maybe not even a year ago, probably 8 months ago, I would have been like, hell yeah, I'm leaving Vermont. We are ripping joints right now. But I was like, I don't really be smoking anymore. So, I mean, Joey's probably got the same tolerance as I do right now. But still ecstatic.
I don't know, about half a joint from the dispensary got me high.
Well, dispensary
Dummy high?
weed is different.
I mean, not dummy high. I could drive home, but I needed to wait like an hour before I could drive.
But there was that good hour where you were booting.
Yeah. I was laughing to nothing.
Yeah.
Just like.
So my problem is now with I don't get that as much anymore. Sometimes I just be getting mad anxiety, which is why I don't smoke anymore. Because I just get nervous I'm going to get sick, and I don't like that. If I'm in, like, a good setting with, like, the right people, and we're having a good time, or if I smoke and then I go home, I have the time of my life. If I'm alone, it's not as bad. If I'm with other people, sometimes I get anxiety, and I feel like I'm going to get sick. But if I'm with other people and I'm in the right mindset, or I'm at like a restaurant or something, I'm about to be eating good food, it's the best in the world. Like, when I was singing in my room, I haven't had an experience like that in years. Like, because every time I'm just like, oh, bro, like, I just want this to be over. I didn't intend to get like this. But this time I just let it embrace me, dude. I embraced it and I went with it. So, like, if I took down half a dispensary joint by myself, with the amount that I've been smoking recently, I'd be in that mindset where I'm like, I did not plan on getting this high.
Yeah.
But I'm also like 140 pounds, so, or 150. So it ruins my body.
It was also one of those things where it was like, I smoked and then like 15 minutes go by and I'm like, well, I'm not feeling it. So nothing happened.
Never double down.
As soon as I said that, dude, I started feeling it. And I was like, all right, there it is.
What's good and what's bad about me is I get high right away. Like, I feel it immediately. I've always have. Even when I was, like, smoking often and I could smoke for a while, like, I could take a couple to the face and be fine. The first, like, 2 or 3 rips, I knew I was high. But there comes a point where it's like I can go for longer, even though I am high. It's just not going to make me feel any different. Now it's like I take those rips, I'm high. I could probably take maybe a few more, and then I'm like, I don't want it anymore. But I get high so fast, which is nice because I know when to stop. I'm not like, well, I'm not feeling, let me just keep going, and then next thing you know, I'm green on the floor. But it also sucks because it's like I want to be able to, like, drag it out for longer, you know? So I'm not like a couple and I'm like, I'm good for now. And maybe like in an hour or two, another couple, you know?
Yeah. I don't think I'll ever go back to dabs.
Dabs as in pens or as in wax?
Like dab pens.
Yeah.
I don't mind the dab pens though.
I had too many bad experiences with dab pens. I just don't want to go back to them.
They're not my favorite, but they're convenient. I mean, I don't... Full disclosure... I do own a dab pen. My mom that's listening to this. However, also full disclosure, I don't use it.
Yeah. Like,
I very, very rarely use it because there's no point. Like, I've always said, I've always been the type of person, I'm not going to smoke by myself because it's sad, you know? You know, I sit there, I'm not going to go get high by myself and watch YouTube in my room. Like, I don't... It's a social thing. It's the same thing as drinking. I'm not going to go drink my heart away in my room. If I'm going to drink, I'm going to drink around people I have fun with. So, it's like, if I can't sleep, and I need to go to work in the morning, and it's like 12:15, and I got to be up in 3 or 4 hours, I'll rip it maybe like once, just to get like tired, and then I'm good. But like, I've had the same cart in my pen since July of last year. And it looks like it hasn't even been touched. Like, it's ridiculous. But it's nice because it's convenient if you ever need it. But I don't like the way the come down off a pen makes me feel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the come down off of any high it makes me feel. Even being drunk. I'd rather just go to sleep. So I only like getting high at night.
Yeah, it's nice. You can get a little high, go to sleep, you wake up.
Yeah, I can.
Perfectly fine. No hangover, no, like, drogginess.
I mean, I don't get hungover anyway. Because I'm a monster, so.
That's probably not good, though.
Why?
Because you'd be drinking, but I want to get hungover. I'm just going to get faded.
No. Why it's good is because I drink the same amount not the same amount, because sometimes I drink less, but I'm very in tune with my body in terms of, like, The moment I start feeling a little bit sick, my body says, hey, you're feeling a little bit sick. Enough. There's a lot of people. What's that?
I think someone flushed the toilet.
Oh. That confused the hell out of me. There's a lot of people that like feel that little bit of a trigger and they're like,
I'm fine.
Yeah, they ignore it and then keep going. I refuse. So it's like, I could get drunk, like real drunk. But the moment I start feeling a little sick, it's done. So I'm not going to like drink more than I should just because I know I'm not going to get hungover. But it also sucks because sometimes like I'll rip like maybe 1 or 2 shots and I'm like, my stomach's just not having it today. And I'm like, I can't drink anymore, guys. That's just what it is.
I only got hungover on Thanksgiving when I got crossfaded. I woke up hungover.
Was that so much of a hangover, though, or is that so much of like are you just burnt out?
I don't know. I think it was like a combination of both. Because, like, so I got, I mixed liquors and I was feeling fine. I was like, whatever. I'm going to test this. I'm feeling okay. I'm definitely drunk. And we walked over to Gianni's house. He got, like, half a blunt or something. And I took, like, 2 hits of it. Threw up everywhere. And then I was like, I got to go to bed. And then Felix was like, all right, buddy. And I was like, I don't think I can make it up your stairs, though. Because Felix lives on the 2nd floor.
Oh, yeah, he's got the stupid steps.
So
I would have fallen off.
I threw up, like, on his sidewalk. Like, over where we did, like, the intro for Squid Games.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I don't know where I'm going to go. I might just sleep in my car. And Johnny was like, I'm not giving you your keys. And I was like, all right, that's a good call.
Yeah. Joey will wake up halfway through his nap and be like, Taco Bell.
Yeah, Taco Bell. So they put me in the garage. Yeah. You know, there's that random bed in the garage.
Yeah, weird ass bed in there.
It's the middle of November, couches. Dude. Yeah. I'm freezing. I'm in that bed. There's no blanket on the bed. I'm just sleeping without like shivering, dude, all night.
That's awful.
I wake up at like 8 a.m. Felix hands me his shovel and he's like, here. I was like, what is this for? And he's like, you gotta pick up the puke. We're going Black Friday shopping. I was like, what puke, dude? Yep. He's like, you said last night you were gonna clean it up. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Nope.
No recollection at all.
Yeah. Remember when I threw up in my front yard off the sauce?
Yeah.
This sauce was way too spicy, by the way.
I need to try this sauce. I heard about this infamous sauce.
I don't even know where the bottle is.
It's definitely
I think we sent it into hell.
It's definitely not good anymore. If it is still in your car, it's definitely not good.
I don't think it's in the car. Way.
No. But anyway, this sauce was way too spicy. This story actually has not been told on the podcast before, I don't think. So I guess I can run through this, even though everybody listening's already heard it. But
do you want to start off with how we got chased by the government?
Was that was before or after the sauce?
That was before the sauce.
No.
We came back to your house, and then Felix was like, do you want to try this? And then you threw up, and then we left.
Where did we go?
I think we got food. Or we got IHOP first.
Yeah.
I think we were dropping you off at home. And that's why we were at your house.
No, because I got back in the car after I yacked.
Car hide and seek? Yeah, we did Riverside car hide and seek.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
I can't believe I did that after I yacked.
That was a good night.
High speeding around Riverside.
That's when we were getting chased by like 8 cops.
They were dumb cops. I do remember.
What are these kids doing?
They were dumb cops, all in like that Crescent Park area, just like moving booky for whatever reason. But anyway, we all get together, we hang out. As I'm piecing this story together, this is the first time I've ever like truly pieced the story together front to back to tell it. And as I'm starting, I already know why I threw up.
We started at IHOP.
On the way to IHOP, I was taking pen reps. Mm-hmm. So I was high in IHOP. I had 12 pancakes.
12? You ordered exactly what I ordered.
It was 12, right?
Yeah.
12 pancakes.
And an omelet.
And I only ate a quarter of your omelet.
Oh, okay. We shared the omelet.
Well, no. You ordered the omelet, and I just started eating it after I ate the pancakes.
I'm still hungry after these 12 pancakes.
I had 12 pancakes and maybe a little over half an omelet, ham and cheese omelet. Tons of syrup because the dude brought us out the entire jug, like industrial-sized jug of syrup.
Oh my god, yeah.
And Joey had then thrown up that night.
Yeah, because I asked for chocolate chip pancakes, and I didn't know they were gonna bring me chocolate
Oh no, that was
pancakes.
bad. The dude messed up, and it
so
was
bad,
like
dude.
chocolate pancakes with chocolate chip, which is way too much. And
And
he
you
had
ate all 12?
12, yeah.
and 3/4 of an omelet.
I was doing
disgusting.
like the thing that they do in the cartoons, where like I cut the whole stack, and then I put my fork in it and ate all 12 at the same time, like all 12 pieces at the same time.
Yeah, that was nuts. That definitely shouldn't have happened. But anyway, Joey threw up that night.
I wonder why.
I don't enjoy when people throw up. It makes me sick. Sometimes I throw up afterwards. Sometimes, most of the time, I don't, and I'm able to control it. That time I was able to control it, but I wasn't feeling great. Especially because I had 12 pancakes and 1/4 of an omelet, which I know I can't do. Ever since I lost the weight, I know I can't do that. Because I used to eat 2 boxes of mac and cheese by myself, no problem, and be like, I could eat more. Now I eat like maybe like a box and 1/4 of mac and cheese, and I'm like, I'm done. Like, I used to be able to eat so much more, and I can't do that anymore, but I still think that I can. Like, even when I was like anorexic, because I wouldn't eat for like 2 days at a time, 3 days at a time, and then I'd smoke, and then eat so much food. Sometimes when I go get like drive-through food on my own, I get what I used to get back then, and I eat half of it, and I'm like, oh my god, how did I used to do that?
I mean, look at you crazy sometimes. You order like 2 meals. You go to Buffalo Wild Wings. I'll get 12 wings and a burger.
No, I get
and a burger.
I get 6 wings and a burger.
Yeah, that one.
But I've always done that.
Yeah,
that
but
one
if we
time at
go
the
on
double,
Thursday,
buy one get one.
Yeah.
That was Joey. I didn't do it
Yeah, but
because it's bone in.
No,
it was
the first time.
When we went on Thursday. Because
Oh,
Thursday's
the Batman.
boneless.
We went to go see Batman.
You got the 12 wings
Did I
and a
do
burger,
that?
and you ate the whole
Sheesh.
thing.
I don't think he ate all 12 wings. I think he took 6 home.
Oh, you might have took some home, yeah.
I did take
But
some.
this store audacity of you ordering a burger on top of 12 wings.
Well, Thursday to cut this story off real quick. Thursday, game 1 of the finals. We got Celtics against Golden State.
Yep.
Me and the boys hang out every Thursday. The Mafia Men. We're going to B-Dubs. Buy one get one wings. I'm going to get a burger and 12 wings. And we'll see how I do. But anyway, so I'm not feeling great. Whatever. We leave IHOP. Not a good idea to eat that many pancakes, obviously. But we leave IHOP. We go to my house. We then explore the woods behind.
Yeah, Felix said something about wanting to go on a woods adventure. So we were like, all
So
right,
odd to
we
me,
got to go
but
back to
okay.
Riverside anyways. There's woods next to Dom's house. We'll go there.
Because we had talked about doing car hide and seek, and we said we're going back to my house, so we can switch. I'll get my car because I'll just drive back to my house after. So we get there. We go in the woods behind the school to my house. We're walking through. It was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it was really fun until we were like walking for like 45 minutes.
And then Gianni jumps into a creek, gets his shoes filled with mud, and then we're walking a little more.
Yeah.
And we
It's like
approach
45 minutes in.
and we approach a gravel path.
Yeah, we approach this area where the woods just stop. There's hold on.
I feel like every time I hear a story about someone walking through some woods, someone ends up in a creek or in mud or something.
Dude, it
crazy.
was like Stranger Things season 1, like that building in the middle of the woods.
It is what it felt like. I
Yeah.
have seen some of Stranger Things, and I know what you're talking about.
It's
That
like-
is exactly what it felt like.
So we get to this gravel path, and it's crazy because it comes out of nowhere because it's pitch dark. We're using our phone flashlights, and we look around, and there's just rocks everywhere. There's like a little path, and then we look like to our left, and there's a fence with barbed wire, and then past the fence with barbed wire is just more woods. So like, there's a fence over there, there's a building over there, and then there's woods on either side.
But mind you, both fences. There's fences on the right and fences on the left. They're both fenced up, barbed wire.
Yeah.
Confusing because why? Because
Yeah,
Terrifying.
we are inside.
Slightly
We're
concerning.
inside what the fence is trying to keep you out of.
Exactly. So a little confusing, but on our right there's like these red lights that like on like a top of a building, like in the far distance, and in the left it's mostly just woods and maybe a building, whatever. So we're like, all right, whatever. We're like, we probably shouldn't be here. We like just start to walk back. Sirens.
We hear sirens, dude.
Bro. Sirens.
And then we see flashlights behind us.
So yeah, then we start moving. We're hauling ass at these woods. Where we look back, we see lights. Goddamn. Not good. We get out of the woods. We're walking back to my house. We turn around, we see the lights still like flashing, through the woods, whatever. But now we're out of the woods. We're like literally almost near my house at this point. We're not tripping no more. We get back to my house. Now, Felix has this sauce. It's called Flatlines from the Pepper House in the mall. 7 million Scoville units. Let me look up what that equates to. For you guys that don't know me, I have a really high spice tolerance in terms of like I could take some of it and be like take hot food and I'll be fine, or hot whatever. But for whatever reason, this killed me. And if it's hot on food, if it's 7 million Scoville units on food, I will not eat it because that's not why I want it. I'll take it on like a little spoon, or like I had Blair's Mega Death Sauce, which is 356,000 on a hot dog for a dare. That was actually good. But this is 7 million Scoville units. So why can't I find out what this equates to? Anyway, it's probably like a million times harder than a jalapeno. Let me look up what a jalapeno is, and I'll do the math. Just to put things into perspective.
Well, I know it's made with Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, it's a bunch of Carolina Reaper and a couple other peppers. A jalapeno is anywhere between 2,500 to 8,000. So you figure that average is around like 5.5, right?
About
the middle. So we'll go 7 million divided by 5.5 thousand. It's 1.2 thousand times hotter than a jalapeno. How ridiculous is that? There are some people in this world that'll eat a jalapeno and collapse.
And die.
Literally. Yeah. This sauce is 1.2 thousand times hotter than that. Now, normally I can do this stuff. I have a hot sauce in my room that's 2 million Scoville units. I was taking it when I had COVID to clear my sinuses. Like, it's light stuff. I had this hot sauce. Within 30 seconds, I knew it was over for me. I felt my stomach just fill up with, like, acid and, like, pure wind or something. And I was like, this isn't going to be good. I'm pacing back and forth. I walk over to the front of my house. I've never thrown up more aggressively in my whole life. Like, when Joey was drunk that night when we take him home, I'm screaming throwing up in my neighborhood, bro. Trying to contain it as much as I can. Not good. Throwing up. I don't puke, bro. Don't puke. I hate it. Before that, the only time I had puked in the past 10 years was because I greened out off an edible. And it's nice because I don't even remember throwing up. I know the story. I know what happened before, and I know what happened 8 hours later. But I don't remember actively throwing up. I remember every moment of this. It was hell.
It's probably the worst thing you've ever experienced.
It was hell. Puking, bro. Joey comes up to me. Felix is hanging out with me, whatever. Joey starts walking over to me saying, okay. And I immediately snap my hand back and I go, Joey, get the away from here. Please. Joey is the most squeamish person I know. You could spit on the floor and he's throwing up for whatever reason. And I'm like, please, get the out of here. It's not going to bode well for you because I just stopped throwing up after 15 minutes of throwing up. And I know he's going to see it and he's going to throw up and then I'm going to start throwing up again. He starts walking away. I feel like a bad friend if I'm not hanging out. I just want to take care of my boy, dude. I feel like a bad friend because I'm not taking care of you. No word of a lie. 15 seconds after that, I hear him gagging.
Dude, it was literally, I was like, I feel so bad I'm not with him right now. I gave him the sauce. I'm walking over there. I see the vomit. I turn around and start gagging. And I was like, all right, dude, you got that.
Yeah,
never mind, abandoning you.
Luckily, he didn't throw up. But I heard him gagging, and it took literally everything within me to not throw up. And I made it. I had some What the suckiest part about this is, I had a water bottle like this, but it's the Gatorade one. You know those, the plastic ones? Or whatever, refillable ones you get from Dick's or something. That's what I had. I was drinking water out of that. The majority of the time I was air sipping. I was spraying it into my mouth. I guess at some point I must have put my lips on it. I don't know. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't drink out of that bottle for the rest of the night because it was so spicy. Like, even when I would air it, I could taste the spiciness in my mouth. It was such a spicy water bottle, I had to throw it away. I don't even have it anymore. I washed it. I would take it to work like a month and a half later to put water in. Spicy. Like, I was tasting that hot sauce for the next 3 months on that water bottle. I threw it away. I couldn't do it anymore. That's how
it was like
intense
the
this
orange
stuff is.
Gatorade bottle, right?
It was green with the orange
yeah.
cap. It was the worst experience of my life, to be totally honest with you.
When we went to the mall, we had to sign a waiver to try the hot sauce, and he gave us the same amount that he gave Dom, like the little finger worth of it. We tried it, and we start freaking out. He's like, literally 14 minutes 27 seconds, it's gonna go away. And we're like, all right. I set a timer on my phone. We're walking around the mall trying to get our mind off of it. We're going in the stores. Me and Felix are just with our mouth open trying to cool it off. Literally, my phone goes off, the timer goes off. We felt fine.
That's crazy.
No, it is nuts.
It was crazy.
I got back from throwing up, and Joey goes, "Felix, bro, what's the timer at?" And I'm like, "F*** a timer? I can't feel my mouth." And then Felix is like 30 more seconds, and I'm like, I don't know what any of this means. To be honest,
it's like an experiment for you.
I don't know what
30
any
more
of this
seconds,
means.
guys.
I'm now stopped throwing up and stuff. I just feel spicy in my mouth. So now I'm sitting in the car drinking water, whatever. I might have had gum or candy or something.
I gave you some gum.
Yeah. And that sucked too because the gum got spicy. But and then the timer goes off, and probably 5 seconds after the timer goes off, no more mouth pain.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
You still have the flavor in your mouth. It's still... But
it's not spicy anymore?
Yeah. It's still...
It's spicy, but it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it's like a nip. Now. It's not like the pain. It's just a little nip.
It's when you eat buffalo wings.
Yeah,
you
the
kind of
mild.
feel it.
Yeah.
But
it's not spicy, but you feel it. Yeah.
It's weird that it's exactly 14 minutes 27 seconds.
I kind of want to try it. You got to find out.
We can just go to Pepper Palace and get it.
Don't eat it on a bunch of pancakes. I said I won't try it again because I'm very much about I will not eat anything that I threw up over. Except when I was a kid, I threw up because I ate a bunch of sloppy joes. I went to Philly. I had venison sloppy joes at a homeless shelter. It was the best food I've ever had. And then I threw up once when I was maybe 11 or 12. So maybe it wasn't 10 years since I threw up. Maybe it was 8, whatever. But it was the last time I threw up before the green out. I had McDonald's. I had half a quarter pounder and fries. I puked. I don't know what happened to me. I threw up. I'm at home. I throw up. I brush my teeth. I go back in my bed. I finish my quarter pounder. And I was fine. I was fine. So McDonald's is literally the only exception to that rule.
I think the last time I threw up on food, it was Domino's pizza. And, of course, as any throw up, a food story really high. Had no intentions of leaving my friend's house. So we ordered a bunch of Domino's. I probably had a 5 for $5, and that was the thing.
Oh.
Probably had a whole pizza to myself, sitting there chilling, watching TV or whatever.
Yeah, because you just eat.
Just eat.
You have no idea how much you've eaten or how full you're getting.
It's all just so good.
You just go.
So with the garlic crust, all that stuff. So I get a text message. Yo, we're down at Agawam. Want to come ball?
You hooped?
I hooped. I was like, yeah, I'm not high anymore. I'm good. I felt I was full, but I didn't feel like I just ate a whole pizza to myself. So I'm like, yeah, I'll ball up. Went down there. Halfway through the game, I gotta step off. Puked. Bad. Violently puked. It was all pizza. All you can see. It was the worst.
You see in the crust, bro.
It was the worst.
Man, Will got pepperoni yak, bro.
I've made a Domino's once or twice since then.
It's crazy.
Not by choice.
Because Domino's is so good.
It is good.
It's really good.
I won't have it, but I won't go there by my own.
I think genuinely Domino's is the best, like...
It's the best fast food pizza.
I was going to say fast food pizza, but I don't know if that's what you call it.
Yeah.
No, it's hood pizza.
You'd clarify it.
You call it hood
Yeah.
pizza. It's like those little like hole-in-the-wall spots that like look kind of dirty, but have bomb pizza.
That's not Domino's.
That's not Domino's, but I'm saying
that
hood
would be like
pizza is better.
Sax's. Sax's is hood pizza.
No, that's like Boston House. Boston House pizza is like hood pizza.
Hood pizza.
It's so good, but it's like greasy, but it still tastes good.
You ever been to Pawtucket House of Pizza?
Yes.
Tough, but good pizza.
Like Domino's, Papa John's, Little Caesars. Those are
Geno's.
all like fast food. Pizza Hut.
Fast food pizzas.
Yeah,
okay.
those are fast food pizzas.
Domino's wins.
Anything that's like a franchise, like
Franchise.
I can eat it
Franchise
here
pizza,
and I can
there
eat
you
it in
go.
California.
Yeah.
That's fast food pizza.
Yeah, franchise pizza. Domino's definitely wins. Honestly, Pizza Hut. No, Papa John's coming at a real close second. Papa John's with that stuffed crust, bro.
Yeah, but he's racist.
No,
so,
he's
like,
not. Shaq's,
Yeah, but
Shaq's on the board now, bro.
No longer racist apparently because Shaq's on the board.
It's true, and they got rid of the guy that was racist. So
Yeah, but I put Pizza Hut personally at number 2
I haven't had Pizza Hut since I was a kid.
because I
so
had like
don't
the
know.
deep dish pizza. That was a game changer.
But Domino's now has the deep dish,
Yeah,
and it's so good. And I mean, I'm not gonna force feed you Domino's because especially now, but
I can eat it now. I just like only have like 1 or 2 slices.
yeah,
Like,
but that's the thing. I'm not gonna be like, yo, let's like after this. I'm not gonna be like, yo, let's go to
Let's go to
Domino's.
Domino's. I'm like,
you know?
no, I'll get something else. But,
After
like if
this-
there's Domino's here, like if like you guys order Domino's like beforehand,
Yeah, you'll
then I
have
eat it.
something.
Yeah,
you know? Yeah. But Domino's, dude, I haven't had Pizza Hut since I was a kid. Ever since they took away the pizza buffet, I have not had Pizza Hut. Okay, the Pizza Hut pizza buffet was the best thing to
I
ever
thought the
happen.
one in Pawtucket still had it. I don't.
I don't even think there's a Pizza Hut in Pawtucket anymore.
No, I pass by it all the time.
Really?
Yeah, when I drive to Felix.
I thought the closest one was in like Somerset or something. Swansea. I don't know. I could be very wrong.
I'm
Again,
allergic to Little Caesars.
how does that make sense?
I don't know. Whenever I eat Little Caesars, my tongue gets all numb and my throat's like hurt.
spice.
Are you allergic to anything?
I'm starting to become more allergic to peach. So they might put peach in their sauce.
I doubt they put peach in their sauce.
But whenever I eat
That's
Little Caesars, my tongue like will go numb and my throat will start hurting. And I'll
Hurting.
cough a lot.
That's your throat
Yeah.
closing. That's you
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah.
It's not good.
What's interesting too is that like Little Caesars definitely has a very different sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's zestier, but there's no way it's peach.
Yeah, there must be
mean,
something in
some
the sauce.
citrus.
Some
sauce,
some
maybe?
citrusy thing that you must not be into.
Yeah.
But you could do like lemons and limes and oranges and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, I'll eat a lemon whole.
Well, you're a sociopath. So
I'll take the lemon wedges and like put them in my mouth like orange wedges.
yeah, that's
And eat 'em
gross.
like
I wouldn't
that.
even eat orange wedges, bro. The orange wedges disgust me. That's so gross. It's a lemon. It's just too much of a lemon for me to eat. I don't even really be eating oranges because there's a bunch of like cum on them and stuff that you gotta peel off. Like mad,
If that's the way you look at
Bro,
it, I guess.
mad people-
I've never looked at an orange and thought that, but now I will. Thank you for that.
you're welcome. Now you
You
won't
gotta
eat oranges
peel
anymore.
the spider web cum off.
Bro, that's the thing. Like, mad heads be like, I be eating the orange just like that, spiderweb stuff and all, and I'm like, that's disgusting. Like, it takes me 15 minutes to eat one piece of a mandarin orange because I'm there intricately peeling off all the sperm from on top of the orange that I will not eat. And it's nothing against eating sperm. I'd rather eat sperm than the stuff on the orange.
You're alone in that fight.
yeah.
You're alone.
Yeah, that might have been over an exaggeration. That might have been a little much. I don't think I'd rather eat sperm than the stuff on the orange, but I definitely don't want to eat the stuff on the orange. I don't know. It's just so gross to me, dude. Yuck. Like, it's like people eat the bottom part of a banana, the black part at the bottom.
Oh, like the handle.
Yeah, bro. Do you eat that?
No.
You open it from the top of the bottom. You do bottom, right? So you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do open it from the bottom because then you could just like
It's
take
easy,
that
easier to
piece
take
off.
it. Yeah, take it off.
What I normally do is I peel it from the top. Although it is for whatever reason so much harder to peel from the top. Peel depending on the banana, I guess, but peel from the top, and then when I'm at that point, I take that bite and all at the end. Boop. It's all at the bottom there. You know, it's so much easier.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm with that.
Because sometimes it'd be people that be
Yeah, you don't even have to touch that part.
Exactly.
It's like at the peel.
I feel like that's more your style because you don't like touching stuff.
I don't. Yeah, I have a thing where if I touch it, I don't eat the last bite.
Yeah, it's really frustrating sometimes when we're at church and he's eating like a Pop-Tart and it's just like pieces of like whatever all over the place from like pieces on the Pop-Tart that he's touched. And I'm like, bro, eat the Pop-Tart crust.
How do you eat a burger?
I usually take one-handed, and usually I don't eat like the last bite.
Where his thumb and his finger are, he basically eats around it and then takes that one piece and throws it around.
How do you eat French fries?
French fries are different. Now I have to think about that. Thanks, Joey. Well, it depends. Like,
Fries are
if
different
I'm like,
because they're in your hand for less of amount of time.
yeah.
With like a burger or like a sandwich that you're gripping your thumbprints are into because you've been holding it for so long, I get it. I just couldn't care less to like not eat it, but it makes sense.
I don't know when I picked that up.
I don't know. It's
That
like
was
people
the
that don't
thing.
like their food to mix.
Yeah.
Those are weird people to me.
I think those are weird people to me too.
Like my Mimi. Everything needs to be separate or she won't eat it. It's kind of nuts. I never thought so. Never thought that was a thing. Because in my mind, everything's better when it's all in one, depending on the thing.
Depending on, yeah.
Like Thanksgiving, so funny. Because Mimi has everything separate. I got rice, mashed potatoes, turkey, and stuffing all mushed together like a burrito bowl on my plate. Just going to town. It was the best thing I've ever had. It was so good. Mimi's got everything like individually like put in other parts of her plate. She actually has a special plate that she has at her house. That's like it's got compartments for things. Like it's separate. It's like separate. So you can put this in this compartment and this in this compartment.
It's like the what were those the plates with like the animals on
That's
it?
what they are. It's basically
I
like
forgot what
that.
it's called.
Yeah, they're like those. Or like you know that Snackies cup? Remember the Snackies cup?
Yeah.
It's like that, how it's separated like that. It's like I don't get it.
The only thing I get about that is if you have like something that has like a sauce, not like a dipping sauce, like a runny sauce, and then it gets on something that shouldn't be soggy. Then I get that. Like if you had, I don't know, something like pasta and you have like the pasta sauce and like some of it's runny. Say you had garlic bread, right? And you don't want a soggy piece of garlic bread.
You're telling me you'd make an extra effort to separate garlic bread from pasta?
I wouldn't. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm trying to see. Like,
That's not the right argument then.
Yeah, because I'm going to dip the garlic bread in the sauce.
Yeah, bro. You know what I do? Bro, this is the best thing in the world, by the way. If neither of you have done this and have never done this, I'd be surprised. When Mom makes baked macaroni at home, or spaghetti for that matter, and there's garlic bread, if there's multiple garlic breads, like way too many, and I can have like 6 of them, I'm doing this every time with full garlic breads. But if say I can only have 1 or 2, I rip it in half, and I shovel pasta onto one piece of the garlic bread, and I sandwich it with the other piece and eat it like a sandwich.
Yeah.
I've done that.
I've done that, yeah.
Isn't that the best thing in the world?
Yeah, it's delicious.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's like a spaghetti taco.
So, exactly. Also, very good. Shout out Spencer for my garlic. But that's not a great point to use.
I'm just saying, say when something has like a runnier sauce that runs into something you don't want soggy.
Here's one, which is something that I've done before actively, that like, or not like on purpose, but I've eaten through it. You got mac and cheese, or something. So you got mac and cheese. You eat mac and cheese, and like as a side with like some type of barbecue or like even like burgers or something. You got all kinds of dipping sauces flying on your plate. But you got mac and cheese on that same plate. Now, say you get barbecue sauce that goes into that mac and cheese, right? But it's only like a couple bites. Not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
Still tastes good. Mm-hmm. So you got like ketchup or mustard that flies into that mac and cheese. But it's only a couple bites. Are you upset?
No.
Exactly. So like, there's really no reason. There's no combination of, because mustard and mac and cheese have to be the most repulsing combination of food that has to exist.
Who has mustard with mac and cheese?
Exactly. But I'm saying it's like you got mustard on like a burger, you're eating it, and some of it falls into the mac and cheese. You have to tank that bite.
Well, yeah, you're not gonna waste mac and cheese.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna enjoy it.
There's not a single combination of food that I would be like, I will not eat that. Like if it's obviously 2 foods that I enjoy, if they accidentally mix, I'm not gonna be like, nope, that part goes to the waste.
I got an example for you, right? Shout out to the Portuguese people. Love their food.
Sometimes.
But
They be eating fish eyes and stuff.
Yeah, not normal stuff for me. But say you have they do double carbs, so they'll do like a steak or like a shrimp and like a rice and a fry, right?
Exactly.
On
Perfect.
the same plate.
Rice and potatoes should always be on the same plate with any type of meat.
But when they do the gravy, sometimes it goes into the rice, which is fine. But
More than okay.
But then sometimes it gets into the fries, and it makes the fries super soggy.
Perfect.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I do like it.
Not
It's
a
the best.
soggy
I
fry.
dip the
I
fries
dip.
into it. Yeah.
But there's a difference between dipping them and
No.
having them being squishy fries.
Those are almost the best ones because
Yeah.
you get
No.
so much
I understand what you're saying to an
sauce
extent.
erupting into your mouth.
Yeah.
But when I want to fry, dipping is fine. Like if it was the flavor, I'm with you 100%. But I don't want a soggy fry.
You ever been to Caravella?
Maybe.
So it's a Portuguese restaurant in Fall River. It's like kind of small in there.
I might have.
You've
But
definitely
it's
been there.
dumb quick. They give you like it's like the flat steak. It's served
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
rice and you get the peppers on it, whatever.
Yep.
And there's like you can either do like the round Portuguese fries, which in my opinion
are better.
are the best fries,
Yeah.
or they do really well normal fries, like Portuguese, like regular cut fries. And what they do is they layer the steak or chicken or whatever all over the rice and the fries and put the sauce over the steak. So after you eat it, when you get down to the fries part, they're sitting in juice. I'd be taking a spoon and just
But see, the
going
thing is, like,
nuts.
for like the flat fries, my favorite part is that they're thin, they're like a little crispy, have some crunch.
flat fries.
Once
I
they
can
get
understand.
floppy because they've been sitting in the sauce, that's kind of not what I want. I'm not saying it doesn't taste good,
No, they're the
but the
best.
texture changes.
It doesn't. No,
Yeah,
it doesn't change the overall texture. It just makes it
from
less crunchy.
It goes from crispy
Yeah.
to soggy.
I
But when I
understand what
think
you're
crunchy,
saying
though, I
to
think,
an
like-
extent. Because that's why I don't like getting eggs in my burger. Like, I love the taste of it, but when that yolk breaks and, like, it makes the bread, like, mad soggy. I don't like that.
And don't get me wrong,
But
I eat all the fries.
I
Don't
don't
get me
mind
wrong.
that from like a. It doesn't taste any different.
No,
And
it doesn't
really
taste different,
feel any
but it's
different in my
gross when
mouth.
the bread's, like, wet.
But
Like,
it
I
doesn't-
understand what you're saying.
It
Right.
doesn't feel that different in your mouth though.
Yeah.
Because it's just a little damp. It's more so when you go to grab it, and it's just disgustingly soft on your hand.
And you
But
know
once
how
put it
I
in your
don't
mouth,
like
it's
touching my
different.
food, so it's just
Makes sense for you. That's why you eat things with fork and knife.
not always. But I used to. I think where I got some of it from was when I used to work at Greg's. I used to go in for the like 11 o'clock shift, and I don't eat breakfast, so I get Dunkin', going at 11, and I have to work and eat. And then I make a big deal, or I have to wash my hands every 2 seconds. So I'm physically touching like the bacon, egg, and cheese. So I just have the wrapper and have the sandwich in the wrapper and eat it like that. So my hands touching the wrapper, not the actual food. I think that's where that started to develop. And now it's just out of control. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
it is out of control.
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
what
not gonna lie. But you know what's crazy? This is the thing that differs between me and you the most is this aspect in our lives. And I feel like as people we have a lot in common. But this is one thing that will never be in common. I will eat anything. If I put my hands on it, I don't care. Like I'm at work working with oil and something called mineral spirits, which is they smell. It's such a strong smell. It like removes all the stuff from like the thing. And well, I'm not gonna get into all that. Like oil and whatnot, coolant and stuff. I be eating Pop-Tarts at work, bro. And sometimes like I eat it in the package. But sometimes like if I'm not gonna be there like trying to bite through the foil to get the Pop-Tart. I'll take my hand, bro, grab it, throw it in my mouth, no problem, filled with coolant. I don't care.
It's a little wild.
Like I'll just dry my hands on a rag, but on that rag has the oil and
more-
coolant all over
yeah.
it anyway. But my hands are now like drier. I don't care.
It's like I used to work a little bit at my grandpa's garage, and during lunch break, they would just do a little bit of that with some Gojo and go into the break room. Like,
Yeah,
it's
bro.
still grease and everything all over their hands eating a sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys are going to get cancer, dude.
Different, bro.
It's like I really couldn't care less. But if something drops on the floor, I really hesitate to eat it. But it depends, though.
It depends.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, the floor is such an unknown place to me.
If it's at home, I know it's clean and it's like a quick thing, maybe.
Honestly, I'm more prone to do it anywhere else than at home.
Yeah.
I know my home floor is clean most of the time. I just feel like it's so much easier for me to just pick it up and throw it away at home. Or if I'm in like a place, it's not like a restaurant. If I'm in like somebody else's crib, whatever, I drop something, I don't know where the trash is. I'm like, I eat it, you know. Like if I drop the fry down here on this floor, I give it like a second. I'll give it like a second guess, but because there's no trash down here, I'm probably gonna eat it.
No shot, dude.
Joey lives down here. He knows on this floor.
I know.
I'm picking it up and I'm putting it on the table. I'm gonna throw it out when I get up.
Sometimes I will do that, but like, I hesitate to eat something off the floor. But if I like, hair doesn't bother me. Hair doesn't bother me at all. I won't eat
like
the
if
hair.
hair's in your food.
Yeah, I won't eat it. I won't be like, oh, sweet. Like, yeah, like, oh man. But like, I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna keep on pushing through my pasta.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah.
Like, there are people.
I'm not gonna I'm hungry. I'm not gonna wait another 30
like
minutes.
some people have a real problem with the hair thing. Like Tony, for example, will not go back to a restaurant if there's hairs in food. Of course, it's about so bad. Which I mean, I know a lot of people like that, but I'm just not one of those guys. Like I'll take it. I'll put it in somebody else's food. I'll give it back to the waiter and be like, "Here, this is probably your hair, but I don't need a new dish. I'm still eating this. Like I'm eating the food no matter what."
I'm not even like that with food poisoning. Like I give it a month and I'm back.
I got food poisoning from probably food that I made and a combination of Chili's. And how long did it take for me to go back to Chili's?
We went to Chili's the next month or the next week.
It was literally like 4 days after we went back to Chili's, and I got the same exact thing that I got food poisoning from.
I got food poisoning from B-dubs and then
Twice, right?
And then the second time I got COVID.
Oh,
First time
right.
was food poisoning. A month goes by. Felix is like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "I don't know."
B-dubs.
And then he's like, "What about Buffalo Wild Wings?" And I was like, "I just got food poisoning there, but what? Okay, sure."
And we go there all the time.
Yeah.
So I mean, I keep hitting the table, bro, and it's so aggravating because it's so loud, and I hate that I keep hitting the table. But so yeah, I don't know. It just does. It never had a grasp on me. This whole food thing. I'll eat. Doesn't matter where it's been. If a fly lands in my food, I don't care. I'm getting it. I'm getting that fly the hell out of Dodge.
I'm
and
not letting a fly ruin
I
my
don't care
food.
about a fly either.
No. If I see a bunch of them,
That's different.
if there's a maggot,
What about if you have a fly in your drink? Like lands in your drink, you get it out real quick. Still drinking?
it don't even have to be that quick. As long as I know I'm taking
There's
it
a
out, I'll
fly
take it out.
swimming in his soda.
Bro, if I take it out and I look and there's like no remnants in, I will drink it.
Okay.
Although I was in Vermont, there was a mosquito in my drink, and I took took it out, and then my boy Julian brought his Xbox up there. So it was like probably like 11:30 at night. We're playing 2K, me and Julian. And I take it out and I go back to drink again, and there's another one in there. And at that point, it's a lost cause. I'm not fishing 2 different mosquitoes out from my bev.
No.
Because they're just clearly going to keep just going
What
in.
if it was the same one?
And I mean, technically, mosquitoes have other people's blood in them.
Exactly.
So it's
And
not skeevy.
there wasn't that
You could
many.
have taken a sip of that and gotten AIDS.
Probably. I fished it out. I didn't take a sip out of it. I just put it back down. Also, like, there wasn't that much left in the drink, so I wasn't tripping over it.
Yeah.
But if there's a fly in my full Sprite, bro, full Sprite,
Shake it out, drink it.
yeah, bro, drink it, bro. I don't care. Don't bother me.
You see that TikTok video of the guy that put his arm into the box of like 10,000 mosquitoes?
That's where I draw the line.
That's retarded.
Yeah.
That's
I hate bugs.
I guess he's
That's the worst.
He's like one of those people like I was gonna say Steve Austin. Who was the guy that
Coyote Peterson.
that the crocodile hunter? What was his name?
Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin.
But
he's
Coyote-
like one of those guys.
Coyote Peterson is probably the more
Yeah.
accurate
And he
representation.
put his whole arm into a box for
what
like
do you gain from
30
that?
straight minutes.
Other than
They
mosquito
were doing.
bites?
They
Was
were
that-
showing you like what happened.
Was
Like,
that Coyote Peterson?
It might have been. I don't know. It was on TikTok. I just saw a random video of it.
Have you seen Coyote Peterson?
No.
And like he put it
You
in
gotta-
for 30 minutes,
you
takes
gotta
his
watch.
arm out, and there's like bug bites everywhere, like all over his arm. He's basically like showing like which bug bite like medicine like helps the best, like the ointments and the
I
spray
feel
or
like there's a
whatever.
better way to do that.
Yeah,
though.
bro.
That's why-
You could have done what I
Just
did.
get one bite.
Went
Like,
to Vermont. Bro, I have 2 mosquito bites there. I have one here. I got one on my forearm. I got 2 on my wrist here. And then 2 on my knuckles. Look at my knuckles.
Oh yeah.
2 on my knuckles. And then you could have just done that. Go to the woods. Just hang out and then go back home. Like 100-something mosquitoes is OD.
That's ridiculous.
But if it is Coyote Peterson, it makes sense because that man is nuts.
I was trying to find a picture of the arm after he took it out, but that was the arm in the box.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's wild.
And like he had it in there. He said like there were 10,000 eggs in there. And I guess they capture the eggs, put them in the box, and then let them hatch.
Yeah, that's nuts. But he like goes out into the wild and he finds like the most dangerous stuff to figure out like how bad the pain really is, and like he's been bit by like black widow spiders,
that,
like
lets
scorpions.
bite him. I might have seen him then.
Yeah, he had something bite him and he almost died. Like his whole arm blew up. He had to be rushed to the hospital. It was nuts. Some like mega scorpion. But I think he got bit by that. There's some like crazy spider. Maybe it's that bird spider or whatever it is. But he got bit by some crazy spider and it was nuts. But yeah, definitely gotta check him out for those of you that haven't, because he's
His name Coyote
creature.
Pete.
Coyote Peterson.
Peterson.
Yeah, but it's spelled P-E-T-E, whatever.
Hey, Joey, you have a topic? You say you have a topic?
Well, we're coming up on an hour
And-
here.
Give us
honestly,
your best out of the two.
It's been a dope episode.
I think I'll give one topic. Because
Pick
the
the
other
best
one's
one.
kind of like boring. I just thought the name was cool.
What's
Like,
the name?
The
Just tell us the name.
Sharkano. Did you hear about that volcano under the Atlantic Ocean? And I guess there's
No.
sharks swimming around inside of it.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah, like they can survive like the lava and crap.
That's also scary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that can't
terrifying.
be real. That can't be real. There's no way that's real.
The second one was I was on Instagram yesterday, and I read that a man disguised himself as an old woman and threw cake
Oh my
on the
god,
Mona
I
Lisa.
saw this.
When I first read that, I thought this dude is ballsy. This dude is nuts. Good for him. But there's protective glass over it, so he didn't even hit the
Yeah.
painting.
There's more protective.
So
There's
what's
like
the point?
glass and other stuff on this painting too. Like it's not
I just
just
don't
the
know why
glass.
he did it.
Yeah, like what's the point? You're not hitting the Mona Lisa. Like whose feeling are you trying to hurt?
Yeah.
I get that to an extent because it's like cool you deface something like super
But you
famous.
didn't even deface it.
But I mean, they had to stop and like wipe things down, like all the attention's on you, whatever.
Yeah, but what was his reasoning for defacing it? That's what I want to know.
Well, what I really want to know is why did he dress up as an old woman?
'Cause everyone trusts old ladies.
But he could. But there were like normal people there. He
Yeah.
could have went in there as a regular dude, and then like,
Yeah.
because he went in there as an old woman in a wheelchair. I think,
Yeah,
right?
Old woman in a wheelchair.
He gets up from the wheelchair, unmasks himself, like reveals himself as a normal man.
Scooby Doo.
Exactly, like, and then like throws the painting at the Mona Lisa, and then runs away or whatever, gets detained, however it ended. But if he was going to reveal his identity anyway, why not just go dress as yourself? Like he thought he was gonna get up there and be like, "I'm a man," and then everyone's gonna be like, "Oh no, he's about to throw cake at the Mona Lisa."
So apparently he was advocating for global warming.
What's up with these people, bro?
I don't understand.
It's like the dude that
What
rushed
does Mona
Dave
Lisa
Chappelle.
have to do about that?
The dude that rushed Dave Chappelle on stage at the Hollywood Bowl, he was advocating for homelessness. How?
It just doesn't make sense. He said he kept shouting, "Think about the earth," as he was pulled out, and then he said, "All artists think about the earth. All artists think about the earth. That's why I did this. Think about the planet." He just
All
kept
artists
shouting.
think about the earth, so let me deface an artist's
Exactly.
best work.
Doesn't
What
make
is
sense.
going on?
Bro, next I'm gonna go to like a public place with like a famous. You know what? When I go to DC, I'm gonna rub like I don't know, like lube and put condoms all over Abraham Lincoln, and then as they detain me, I'm just gonna be like, think about. Like that's what we could do now, and then like they'll be like, why did you do it? And I'll be like, Black Lives Matter. It's just what people are doing. Like that dude rushed Dave Chappelle with a gun loaded with knives. Yeah, it's a tough one. With a gun loaded with knives. I'll get into that after the podcast. A gun loaded with knives. Got stomped out. Got his arm cracked in half. And they were like, "Why'd you do it?" And he goes, "I was spreading awareness for homeless people."
By trying to stab Dave Chappelle?
Yeah, bro, but like he wasn't like on stage like, "I need a place to live," or like, "My mom is homeless." Like he went on there, rushed him, got stomped out, got put into a hospital, and then was interviewed later, and they said that that's what he was trying to do.
At least bring a sign.
Yeah, bro, he made no attempt of making it known to be homeless. At least this guy said, I like think about the earth.
As long as
Like, this guy was probably Lil Dicky. He
Just
probably
doesn't make
he probably
sense.
got inspired by Lil Dicky. Lil Dicky made that song about the earth, and this guy said, he's onto something. This guy can get Kanye or Kevin Hart to do Kanye West's voice in a song about the earth. I could put cake on the Mona Lisa. That's what he said.
said Justin Bieber's a baboon.
Yeah, bro. And I'm Kanye West. I put cake on the Mona Lisa. I put cake all on that. It's so ridiculous. It's so freaking stupid,
It
bro.
just makes no sense. I
It
feel
really
like-
doesn't.
I don't know.
It's just I don't get it.
I don't know, bro. I'll never understand people in this day and age. I don't know. But I mean, honestly, to each his own. Do your thing, you know?
I mean, whatever makes them happy.
Whatever floats your boat, whatever yanks your chain.
Imagine the protective case wasn't there, and now
Bro,
there's
just
just
like-
like cake permanently
Yeah,
on the Mona
bro.
Lisa.
That would have been crazy.
That's something, like, I'll applaud him for that.
I guess. But,
I mean,
like,
if you're going to do it, and you
You
gotta
put
give him some props.
cake all over a painting.
Yeah. For
Cool.
global warming.
Yeah, for global warming.
Like set it on fire. That would have been
Honestly,
a better protest.
I would have rather had him throw a Molotov cocktail at the Mona Lisa than him throw cake on it like the Queen of England back in the day.
I mean, it's a waste of cake, too.
Bro, he put cake on there. He said, let them bitches eat cake. We love the earth.
We love the earth.
Oh, my God.
You want to start wrapping it up?
Yeah, we'll wrap up. It was a good episode. Mom said that she made a hoagie pizza or something, but low-key, I want other food, too.
What's a hoagie pizza?
I don't know.
I'm guessing it's like pizza
hoagie
with
on a
cold
pizza.
cuts on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I had Subway this weekend. That was so crazy. That was so crazy. I haven't had Subway in so long. I've been just eating Jersey Mike's. But Subway, I feel like
They've gotten better.
they have. But
Yeah,
Jersey
because
Mike's
of
is
all the lawsuits.
Jersey Mike's is still the best. But Jersey Mike's, I don't think. Do they have a spicy Italian?
They have a normal Italian.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Subway's got the
I always
spicy
get the
Italian.
spicy Italian from Subway.
So we got back from hiking. I was like, bro, I want Subway. I need some fresh
but-
meats and cheeses on some yoga bread.
All
Alright,
the
what do you
spicy
get for
Italian
bread?
is pepperoni and salami. You can just get that at Jersey Mike's.
I don't know.
You can get an Italian without the bologna or the capicola.
What bread do you put
No,
in
it
on
comes
there?
with all of it.
Yeah, but you can get it without it.
Why would I want it without it?
Because the spicy Italian at Subway is just salami and pepperoni.
No, it's all the meats.
It's all the meats.
I thought the
Why would
Italian
it?
BMT.
Then
No,
that's not an
because-
Italian anymore.
I know, but there's the Italian BMT, which is, well, they have capicola now, but it used to just be ham, salami, and pepperoni. And then the spicy Italian was just extra salami and extra pepperoni with no ham. That's what it was
No,
originally.
there's always been other cold cuts. You can't just serve a sandwich
'cause
with
I remember-
salami
I
and
remember
pepperoni.
asking. I asked the guy at Subway, and he said that's the difference.
What was this? 2006?
No, it was like last year.
No, I swear to God, because I used to get spicy Italians like 2 years ago, and they always had regular meat on them. I put that on Mom.
What do you mean by regular meat?
Bologna and like ham and the other meat that looks like deli meat.
Where'd you get it?
Subway,
Yeah, which Subway?
all of them.
I wonder if it's different.
They all have had the same outcome.
Hmm.
And this one in Vermont went crazy too. Because also I feel better about putting more stuff on it. At Jersey Mike's it's also hectic. I never know what's going on. So I just say I'll have an Italian Mike's way, no onion, no tomato. No extra stuff. Because it's just too much. Sometimes the people there don't know what they're doing.
They mess up your sandwich.
Subway, I've never had a problem with them messing up my sandwich because like
Keep staring them down while they make it.
the whole time.
Yeah.
Like Jersey Mike's, they kind of all you tell them what you want at the beginning, and they just do it and then wrap it up. Subway, they're like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "Lettuce," and then I wait.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
Banana peppers, because I get a spicy Italian with lettuce, banana peppers, pickles, and oil and vinegar, and
Me too.
American cheese.
Me too. Sometimes I throw jalapenos on there if I want a little spice.
If I want a little more spicy, I will too. I had half of this sandwich when we came back from hiking. I got home. We went hiking. I had fries from McDonald's. Those I ate with my hands. Didn't even wash them after hiking. I was so hungry. I ate them in the car on the way back. And then I said, I'm not eating this good sandwich
Dirty hands.
with dirty hands and wet feet because I stepped in a little bit of a puddle. because we were near a waterfall, so my feet all
You
got
gonna
all
eat the
muddy.
sandwich with your feet?
No,
Maybe
but
get Subway now.
I didn't want wet feet while eating a sandwich. It's so uncomfortable. Like wet socks and shoes. Yuck.
You know what the best thing too about the spicy Italian is that you can get a foot long, eat half now and half later, and it's just as good later.
So what I did was, I just left it out. I went and took a shower. I got back down. I ate half of it, put the other half in the fridge, forgot about it, ate it the next morning, yesterday morning. We did it Sunday. I ate it Monday morning, yesterday morning, before we left. Breakfast of champions, dude. I've never felt so good eating breakfast in my life than when I ate that spicy Italian for breakfast at 9:30 in the morning. I swear to God.
Okay, important question though. What bread do you get it on?
Italian or cheese.
It's the only
There's
one-
no
That's
other
why
it's the
they're
only
option.
one to
bro.
get.
I'm just saying.
There are
They
people
have
that be
other
getting
options,
wheat,
so-
bro. You
Like
get
the honey wheat, yeah.
if you're getting wheat from Subway, you have an issue.
Yeah.
Please don't do it again.
People, I remember people used to do the flatbreads all the time because they wanted to be healthy.
Yeah, flatbread my nuts and balls.
But that was a time when
At
they had
least, like,
fake meat.
At least like the tortillas make sense
Yeah.
because they're not just tortillas. They have like red tomato basil tortillas, and I'm like, all right, well, cool. Make a nice wrap, like that's fine. Wraps I get.
Yeah.
A flatbread, no.
Nope.
You could do it at home.
Absolutely.
Harder to do a wrap at home, especially when you stuff it like Subway does. No. It's like I don't make burritos at home for myself because I'm not a Chipotle expert.
I'm ripping the bun every the bun.
Well, the thing is, like, I'll even get the big tortillas.
Yeah.
I'll get the big tortillas, and then they still be breaking. But the ones at Chipotle and Moe's are so big, there's no breaking them.
And they're professionals.
Yeah.
With the speed
But, like,
too.
you know,
You gotta warm it up.
that's the thing. It's warmed up. But sometimes if you warm it up too much, if I put that
It-
the thing
yeah,
in the
you
microwave,
burn
it
it.
rips easier.
Yeah.
Or it burns. So I just refuse.
If you take it out and like it has like brown cooking, like you know when like you press like a tortilla or
Yeah.
something and it's like brown, if it has that on it, just throw it out because you're not gonna be able to wrap it.
Damn.
You gotta warm it up enough so it's just soft.
Yeah. Like the Baja's guys got it down to a science. Like I've been to Moe's before, and I've had dudes put the thing on. They're talking to someone, they lift it up, and they have to throw the thing away, and they put another one on. And I've had it happen to me 3 times.
Yeah.
Like, and the same trip, I'm sitting there looking at this guy have to trash 3 tortillas on my burrito because he can't do it. I'm like, bro, I would have just taken it. Like, just do it the best you can. I just want my burrito, bro.
We just go.
Yeah, every other place just goes up. This guy at Moe's was just down, 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 down. It's like smoking. The whole place is on fire. He's like, okay,
I did it.
it's
I did it
brown.
once at Moe's because I just forgot it was in there.
Yeah.
And threw it in there and took the thing down. Went back to it like an hour later. It's just black. They're smoking.
I want one of those at home.
Tortilla press.
Yeah.
They have them. They have like cheap ones, like the non-industry ones.
I know, but I want a big one so I can put the big tortillas in. Because I want big tortillas.
Well, you could fold it because that's what I do at a Kangaroo. Because I sometimes I'll warm them up if I know that they're gonna get a lot in it, and so it's easier.
You have a
to
press
wrap.
there?
No, but we just throw it on the flat top
Oh, the grill, yeah,
and
yeah.
fold it up and then take it off with a
I kind
spatula.
of want a panini press too.
I got Carol a panini press for Christmas, and she loves it.
I was with Dom when he got Carol.
It's
a
true.
panini press for
And
Christmas.
honestly, for the next 2 or 3 weeks, all we did was make interesting paninis.
Yeah.
Like, dude, so good. I bought buffalo chicken, like deli meat. You know the buffalo chicken deli meat from like Shaw's or whatever?
Yeah.
So good, by the way. So good. Buffalo chicken deli meat with like some type of assorted cheese or whatever. And I just stack it, put like mayo on it, stack it, put it in the panini press, and it is the best thing in the world, dude.
Cold
Oh my
One-
God.
Cold Ones does a series where it's like Will It Blank, and they did like Will It Blend. Just threw. A bunch of
Will
stuff
It
in
Blend's a
blender.
classic.
Yeah. Will It Fondue. They just put a bunch of melted like stuff at the bottom of the fondue and stuff.
See if-
yeah.
yeah.
They did it with like mayonnaise. We should do
The
Will
mayonnaise
It
fondue?
Yeah, it was
Ugh.
gross.
I want that. I want to try it.
And then
I like
I think we should do a Will It Panini. We
Yeah,
go
we
buy
could.
a
I think that's a
panini
fantastic
press.
job. Yeah.
Everything could panini, though.
Yeah.
We
And
could
then
panini
we test it out and say, is this good?
Okay,
That's like
then
saying-
it's all, everything's wrapped and you
Yeah,
press it.
that's like saying,
Could you batter and fry? Yes.
Yes.
They
You
did
could
the
batter and fry animals if
they
you
had
wanted
it,
to.
they,
Like,
did, they,
do
they
ice
had an
cream
air
and
fryer,
water.
and they were putting like crayons and Barbie dolls in the air fryer, just
That's
to see if
cool.
it would fry.
did it explode?
They got all melty.
Interesting. What we need to do is a would you rather segment on the show. I did it with it's something like a debate episode. I did it with Carol. We went to the bike path and we were hanging out and watched the sun go away. And
The sun go away.
and then
I feel like Carol said that.
no, I did. That's me.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Just
And
sounds
then,
like something Carol would say.
100%. But then I was like, we were just talking. I was like, all right, if you had to have a spoonful of like a dipping sauce, ranch or honey mustard,
Honey mustard.
Honey mustard.
ketchup or mustard.
Ketchup.
Mustard.
I don't know. It's tough.
Ketchup or
I'd
mayo?
say Ketchup.
Ketchup.
I don't like mayo, so it's easy.
Yeah, mayo's gross.
Mayo's not gross, but whatever. And then you just kind of like go down like a list. So like I say ketchup or mayo, you said ketchup, so I say, all right, now ketchup or barbecue sauce.
Yeah, it's like the
And
eye
then be
test.
like barbecue sauce.
Like, well,
And
it's
I go,
measured.
okay, barbecue sauce or cum.
barbecue sauce. Joey, I know what he's gonna say. Go ahead.
Huh?
Huh?
Barbecue sauce.
Yeah, when you stop
Yeah,
lying.
it
Stop
took a
lying to the
while.
people.
Took a while.
Barbecue sauce.
But yeah, something like that. There's a podcast I listen to with Sal Volcano and this guy named Joe DeRosa, and it's called Taste Buds, and it's one of my favorites. And they just debate. They do food battles, so like they do like steak versus chicken, and then they just like they debate. Like each one picks a side, and you have to argue for your side, and they like tweet out a poll and whatever and all that stuff. So I want to do something like that, food battles, because I keep hitting the goddamn table.
Sit on your hands.
No, that's gay.
Well, stop hitting the table.
They're gonna find their way into my asshole.
Well, that's a you problem.
But yeah, we definitely gotta do food battles, because I feel like we all know a lot about food. We're all very opinionated on things.
Yeah.
Like when I was talking to Carol, I was reading off the list. Hold on. What's our time at, by the way, Joey?
We are at an hour 30 minutes.
Dude, this is gonna be such a long episode. I'm so happy.
I said, hey, let's end it 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, nah. This is there's like nothing to cut in this episode too. It's been a straight through banger episode. It's going to be an hour and 45-minute episode of 3M in the Party.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
I think a lot of people are ready, to be honest.
I'm going to make Dom edit it.
You don't have to edit it.
I do. I have to
Swears,
listen
though.
through it straight. for
Swears,
swears.
though, yeah. But I have to listen to it anyway, but I don't know how to edit. But anyway, so I'm going to go into all episodes here, and we're going to start from the bottom, and I'm going to read off like a few. And you guys are going to say your piece.
I'm also very hot.
Take off
Pretty
your,
hot
pop
down
that shirt off. Just kidding. Don't pop that shirt off.
I'm popping it off.
1. Chips Ahoy or Oreos?
Oreos. Only double stuff, though.
You can't make that distinction. Chips
Chips
Ahoy
Ahoy.
or Oreos.
Yeah,
Then
well,
Chips Ahoy.
you
They
kinda-
they can be double stuffed.
Yeah, you kind of can. Cause
but you
it's-
have to take it as a whole.
Yeah,
The Chips Ahoy brand or the Oreos brand?
All right, Oreos.
yeah.
Joey,
Oreos.
Oreos. Cinnamon Raisin Bagel versus everything.
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 Doritos or combos?
Ooh.
Doritos.
Doritos.
Combos are so good though.
They are, but not as good as Doritos.
They
You
got
ever
the
had-
Cool Ranch.
I
and you got the
get sick
spicy.
of
That's
combos.
true. Chipwich or traditional ice cream sandwich?
It's a chipwit. Oh, like the cookie
Cookies.
ice cream sandwich.
Over the
I
cookies
might go
one?
with the, I might go with the cookies one.
Especially-
I like the chocolate bars.
But homemade, the cookie ones too?
Yeah, still the chocolate one.
Sheesh. Pancakes, waffles.
Waffles. I have a soft spot for waffles.
Yeah.
Waffles are number 3 in terms of breakfast entrees.
I'm okay with that.
I definitely
But
say
I have a
pancakes.
soft
they're
spot
good,
for
though.
waffles.
I'll be in the mood for waffles.
Okay, French toast or waffles?
Waffles.
French toast.
French toast is 3 for you?
Mm-hmm. Pancakes, waffles, French toast.
French
I'll
toast,
probably go
pancakes, waffles.
French toast, waffles, pancakes.
Okay. Wendy's, McDanks.
McDonald's.
Wendy's.
Yeah, it's a
They're
tough
putting
one.
too much mayonnaise in that food.
There's one that... Oh, buffalo wings or mozzarella sticks?
Mozzarella
Mozzarella
sticks.
sticks.
Donuts or muffins?
Donuts.
Okay. Joey?
Probably donuts, Because like
More
if
variety.
if they just came out of the oven,
Ooh, yeah.
yeah.
There's also more variety. I mean, you don't have
Like that. Where was that place we went to that had like the donut
Krispy Kreme
stand? No,
donut stand.
they had like a donut truck, and then I don't know if you were there. You might have not been there.
When? Where?
Sorry, I take it back. I think it was called Cabela's. It was like that outdoor camping place, like Bass Pro Shop.
Oh, I didn't go to that one.
Yeah, and then we came outside and they had like apple cider donuts on the truck.
Apple cider donuts are the best. But I got 2 left. One of them is really weird because it's a super controversial thing that exists. Not really, but like why they paired these 2 things together amazes me. Animal crackers versus Swedish fish. 2 totally different things.
Yeah, that's
Swedish
weird.
fish.
Yeah,
I'm
Swedish
taking
fish.
animal crackers. Swedish fish hurt my teeth so
You
bad.
ever have the flavored Swedish fish?
Yeah, those are
They're all
bomb.
gross. No. Cannoli versus eclair. I know this one's going to piss me off.
Eclair.
I might
You're
go
not
cannoli.
Italian.
I'm going cannoli over eclair.
Thank you. You're more Italian than him, and you're black.
I have a shirt that says "Trust me, I'm Italian."
Are you? You're not Italian.
Well, if
are you?
he's
Not at all.
Sicilian.
Well, I have Italian.
He's not Italian.
You could pass a Sicilian.
My uncle's ex-wife was
Yeah, you
Italian.
could. They're
so-
dark.
I know, but I have facial structure and stuff. His nose.
Gianni passes a Sicilian all the time. They always ask him.
Yeah, but he's too light. Like, I couldn't see Will as a Sicilian. I
No.
could see you Portuguese.
Well, I am Cape Verdean.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
part
Yeah.
Cape Verdean, I should say.
But, like, Joey's... You're not seeing Joey for anything other than Italian.
No.
Like, I'm not looking at you and being like, that guy's Lebanese. You know? Like, Chris Rock versus Will Smith. But not
It's
in
not
ter-
even food.
But I know, this was a special one they did with Bert Kreischer. Not in terms of
The
who was
slap.
right or wrong. If you had to pick one of their careers.
Oh, Will
Can
Smith.
we do before the slap then? Let's take the slap out. And I'm
No,
picking
you
Will
just have
that's
to pick one of their
that's what he
careers.
said.
Will
Yeah,
Smith.
Will
Well,
Smith.
I don't know because now Will Smith's career is down to 2.
Honestly, I don't know. Chris Rock could do stand-up forever.
Yeah.
And people would still listen to it. I'm not going to sit there and be like, Will Smith just dropped a new album? Let me go check it
Yeah,
out.
but I think Will Smith's done more. He's done movies.
Yeah, I don't
TV
care
shows,
about music. I'm
in
talking
terms
about
of
movies.
in terms of
Producing.
like Will Smith's movies, he has better movies than Chris Rock, but Chris Rock got some banger movies.
Yeah.
And then Will Smith's got that and Fresh Prince. If you look at longevity, Chris Rock has been doing it for longer and is set up to do it for longer than Will Smith does. Because even Will Smith's movies have been falling off the face of the earth. If you're looking for new, fresh content, you got Chris Rock.
Content.
Yeah, but how's Will Smith? By the time, if I had his career, I'd be retired.
I don't
Doing
know, I
little
would
things here
not
and
still
there.
be
Yeah,
doing
but you want to
movies.
be Will Smith? Big
Well,
cuck?
Not right now.
You big cuck.
Well, we said career. We didn't say relationship.
I know, but career, then that's in there. All right, here we go. We're getting into the final few. Weed versus alcohol.
Weed.
Alcohol.
Steak or chicken?
Steak.
Yeah, steak.
All right, this is the last one. And this one is the one that surprised me most about Carol. And this is a very easy answer for me, and I'm excited to see what you guys see. Bread and butter or charcuterie board? It gets you thinking.
I mean, bread and butter is a staple,
Mm-hmm.
but charcuterie board says more.
If you had to pick one for the rest of your life,
Probably charcuterie board.
it's the wrong answer.
For the rest of my life, like that's all I could eat,
Nah,
or like that's
guess.
the only thing I can start a meal with.
Yeah.
Like at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Bread and butter.
Yeah.
If it's the only thing I can eat, then
Yeah, but that's a
Give me
trick.
the
I mean,
board.
technically it's a trick question because
Yeah.
you can make a charcuterie board out of anything.
We're talking.
I'm making a bread and butter
No,
charcuterie
We're
board,
talking.
baby.
We're talking base charcuterie board, just cured meats and cheeses.
No fruit?
Just
I think the base one has like grapes and stuff,
like
no?
a base definition of a charcuterie board, because charcuterie is just assorted meats.
yeah.
And then bread
It's
and
not
butter.
like picky finger things or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's
I'm
the thing,
switching my answer.
I don't
bread
need
and butter.
Yeah, I don't need that as an appetizer. Like
No, a charcuterie board is just straight like a cured meats and cheeses.
Right.
That's how we're talking.
Bread and
charcuterie
butter.
board.
Bread and
but
butter.
if it's the only thing I can eat, I'm going with the board.
I
So
think
I
I
can get
still.
some meat.
I think I still go bread and butter. Because I genuinely could eat bread and butter every day for the rest of my life and be perfectly
Until
fine.
you have a gluten problem, you know that bread.
I eat so much bread now.
But you have a gluten
bro,
problem.
Yeah,
think
but
about it,
you
dude.
eat other things too.
Fresh baked bread
Delicious.
and some like really good high end butter. You're telling me you couldn't eat that for a day and be like totally happy?
I could.
But like I can't sit there and eat salty cured meats for a day and be like, oh yeah, you know. Like if I'm gaming and I just have like fresh bread and butter near me, I'll take it down from breakfast to dinner. Won't even touch it, and we're not even getting into toast.
Yeah, but no, because then now if you're gonna say you can toast the bread, you have to be basic bread and butter, not toasted. The struggle bread.
Okay, so we're not
Struggle bread. If we're gonna have the struggle charcuterie board, we're having the struggle bread. Just basic white bread and butter.
No. We're talking
Wonder
about
bread.
We're talking about restaurant bread and butter.
Like sliced Italian.
From
roll.
where, though?
Yeah.
Anywhere. We'll go bakery bread and butter. We'll say
No, it's just like rolls.
it's bread. You pick. It's bread.
Yeah, but I couldn't pick my charcuterie board.
No, because we're talking about a standard charcuterie board. You can't say standard bread because there's no such thing.
Well, yeah. Well, I think of standard bread as the just sliced bread.
But most people
Or a
think of
loaf.
standard bread as like bakery bread. Baguettes or rolls or things like that. That's standard bread.
Well, I'm going bread and butter because you have more options of standard bread.
That's true.
Because you won't let me have options for my charcuterie board.
Because that's a charcuterie board is meats and cheeses. Also, fruit should not be on a charcuterie board.
Yeah,
you got to put
grapes and strawberries.
Grapes and olives. Strawberries,
I've never
I don't
heard
like.
of strawberries. I've definitely heard of grapes. And
You're gonna wrap a meat in a strawberry? No.
No, you don't.
Or you take a grape and you put some cheese. eat it
That
at the
makes
same
sense
time.
though.
I learned that from Ratatouille.
Exactly. Cheese and grapes make sense. I'm not putting cheese on a strawberry, bro. I wouldn't even eat a strawberry generally, but if I had to, I wouldn't do it.
If you're allowing me to do the olives and
You could
grapes,
do olives and grapes.
then
Only
I might have to
perfectly
go
circular fruits.
charcuterie board.
Yeah.
No way. Think about how good bread is.
I know, but it's just bread.
Are there crackers on the board?
Meats and cheeses.
I'd still go with that. Yeah.
That's what a charcuterie board does not have crackers on. By definition.
I gotta look up what the original charcuterie board was.
By definition.
I didn't get educated here.
By definition, it's cured meats. Is what charcuterie is. There shouldn't even be cheese on there. You can't be looking up no fancy ones.
No, I'm putting original.
Wow. I looked up charcuterie boards and look what showed up. This is the first thing that popped up. They're penis-shaped charcuterie boards. Yeah, but dude, look at this. It's got like 80 different types of crackers, kiwis, and stuff.
No, look. Nah, I'm definitely going charcuterie board. That looks delicious. Except for the block of cheese. But the rest is fine.
It's meats and cheeses.
And blueberries.
Blueberries?
Or whatever that is.
I think they are blueberries, but that shouldn't exist.
Just in that picture.
I mean, I guess blueberries kind of make sense.
You just say round fruit.
Yeah,
Those are definitely grapes, Will.
No, they're
No,
not.
I think they're too small to be grapes.
They're on a vine.
They're either blue or blackberries.
Blueberries also come in vines
I don't think I've ever seen a blueberry on a vine.
because you buy them from the store where they pick them and stuff. Wow, this has been.
Well, it
an
depends.
episode.
We go Italian, it's dried cured meats, cheese, preserved vegetables, and grapes. The French is French dried cured meats, au fowl, whatever that is, and salami.
Fowl. It's like chicken.
I don't think you got that right at all.
Yeah, fowl is like bird.
No, au fowl.
Oh.
O-F-F-A-L.
Never mind.
I don't think
thought
you got
just
that
said
right at all.
fowl.
So if I go Italian, the original Italian, I'm going charcuterie board.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Bread's the best thing to ever exist.
I'm not knocking bread, but
It's
you
soft,
said if I have to eat that
soft,
every day for the rest of my
We're not
life,
saying that.
I'm not saying only.
that. We're not saying that. If you had to just pick one,
so like one stays, one disappears,
yes.
then bread.
Thank you.
But I don't have to eat it every day.
No.
That's fine. But if I had to eat either bread every day, like as a meal, or a charcuterie board every day,
Yeah,
picking
I
charcuterie.
guess, but I'm still picking bread. But like, if you had to pick from those options, someone says bread or charcuterie board, fresh baked bread and butter or charcuterie board.
Then bread.
Wait, We're debating more than the actual debate episode.
Because this is Nancy texted me today too, and she said I'm in the car in traffic catching up on 3 a.m. in the party. Debate episode should have definitely just been hot takes like the fruit on pizza thing, and I said, yeah, that's honestly probably right, which is why I thought of this idea. Because while I read you off some topics now, there's probably about 30 to 40 more that I could pull up, not just from that episode, but I can figure out by myself, or from those episodes, whatever. So I think that'll be our next, the 3 of us debate episode. But it won't be a debate episode. It'll be the food episode.
Hot takes.
It'll be food hot takes. It won't be a debate episode.
Should we bring back Sierra for Mario?
I texted her and said, Sierra, we're debating right now.
we don't need Sierra for that one, because I'll just read them off my phone, because I'll have all the lists. But
yeah,
we're going to bring Sierra back in for the next real debate episode, which will have Caroline in it.
Ooh.
Which is scary, because she might break up with me or something at the end of that. Because she is, if not the best, one of the best master debaters that I know.
Yeah, she's a very argumentative person.
Oh yeah, dude. She'll
beats
go.
Dom, dude.
Yeah, she beats me because 1, she is good, but 2, sometimes I just fold because I know no matter what, I will not win.
Oh, I meant physically beat.
No, she's never physically beat me. I still, I could probably win in a fight, if it came to that. She's stronger than me for
she
sure.
goes to the gym.
She's stronger than me, but I have technique.
Okay.
I think she'd snap your neck.
She'd try.
I think she would.
No. I wouldn't let her get that position on me. I'm a trained professional. But anyway. Episode 13 in the books, baby. It was actually a good episode. This might be
I don't like how he said actually.
What do you mean? What did I say?
You said it's actually a good episode.
Well, because you said...
Say it was a good episode.
Well, because you said it was, long or whatever, and...
I just said it was long. I didn't say anything else.
I know, but I feel like we talked about nonsense for the entire time, and then
we only
thinking
had one
about
topic,
it...
Really.
Exactly, and thinking about it, it actually flowed really well. So I'm saying it actually was a good episode,
we
considering
told stories we haven't told yet.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It was actually a good episode, considering it had zero structure.
Yeah.
So... Good episode, boys. I'm happy with it. It was probably one of my favorites to record, if we're going to be honest. Let's go get food and not tell my mom about me missing Hokey Pizza.
Until Thursday.
Yeah, she'll find out Thursday.
All right.
Because I'm probably going to have some of it when I get home, and I'm just going to be like, oh, I'm just going to eat the rest tomorrow at work, which is what I'm going to do. So.
Follow the socials.
Hit the socials, baby. Hit that Patreon, patreon.com/3am in the party. Subscribe if you want to see us live, or not live, but if you want to see...
Alive? Did you say alive?
No. If you want to see
Dunkin' Donuts Center sold out, baby.
If you want to see visual podcasts, subscribe to the Patreon so we could pay for all that stuff. And if you want, we have a YouTube now with all the audio clips, and it looks really cool. Joey set that up over the weekend or something, and it looks really dope. So subscribe to the YouTube too. That's it, right?
Yeah.
It's been Dom, Joey, Will. We love you, boys.
Bye, guys.
And girls. Peace.
Let's go get Subway.